Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
All right, buddy.
We're back to talk Jersey Shore Family Vacation, everyone. We just had the premiere of season 7 of Family Vacation a few days ago. But interesting, Brian, if you watched any of the marketing, and they did a lot of heavy marketing for this season, just like they did last season. Last season was the return of Sam. This season is the Ron and Sam reunion, right? Ron and Sam, Ron and Sam, Ron and Sam. But then we basically got a solo origin story episode to start this season. Started an Angelina focused season premiere. Uh, we'll run over obviously the main events here about her dad and everything, but then I kind of just want to have a conversation with you, Bri, about kind of Angelina as a character and kind of her run of luck and kind of how we maybe have felt and evolved with her over time, because I think it's probably what a lot of the audience members were like. So she, long story short, we saw at the end of last season that she did find out that her dad, she thought was her dad, isn't her dad. That she was going to go for a search for her biological family on her father's side. This did go through. They had a lady genealogist go through, found out all about her family, and meets her. Long story short, meets her family, lives in the same county she lives in still. This includes an aunt, a cousin, a sister, and her father, most importantly. And that was kind of the lead to it. So, Bri, from an episode perspective, like, how did you feel about it?
Yeah, like you said, they didn't really tease this at all. I mean, I honestly forgot that this was like the ending of the last season. Just because like we obviously were overwhelmed by Ron and Sammy coming back. So
Yeah.
it's not that we didn't care. It's just, I mean, those are the heavy hitters, honestly. Like Angelina, I mean, she wasn't the no, she was an OG, but not like these two, the other two were. But yeah, I think we've been we defend Angelina on this page. I think a decent amount. So I don't think any of this, like what we're gonna say is very surprising, but I'm just hoping that what happens and what we've seen online, maybe some of these girls on this cast can cut her, and Mike can cut her a little bit of slack. I think, hopefully.
I want to see. I mean, we do get a kind of a tease of the castmates about her, and it's like, is she going to come to Mike's announcement party? I don't. I Mike's a goof. It's probably like his book or like
He's
some.
100% his book. That's what the cookies were. It's like the
Oh,
big
was it?
book.
He's a
Yeah,
goofy bastard. I love Mike. He's just so funny. Like, just they are probably all. They probably are going to be like, yeah, we already know about that. Like, thanks, Mike.
yeah,
But yeah, it is interesting. I hadn't thought about that, Brian. I do kind of believe this isn't going to go well. Spoilers, everybody. I feel like if anyone's Jersey Shore fans, you're probably following things on Twitter. I mean, follow her on Twitter specifically. And there's articles that I can even, we can throw screenshots, or I can at least even post and give you guys the links for. But Angelina basically said this does not go well. Dad, it starts asking for money, starts asking for like things from her, and as opposed to maybe giving that fatherly, frankly, that relationship that she needs, that unfortunately we see in this while we do see him ask about her watch and about devil's tickets or whatever, he does say nice things like, well, I'll walk you down the aisle, and like, if this person don't like you, screw them, right? Like, that's kind of stuff like she needs, right? That's exactly what she's looking for. And to find out that it might kind of get ripped away from her, I don't want to I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it happen, but we're gonna see this play out, I think, on this season.
yeah. I think so too. It's unfortunate. I'm actually really surprised they found like him that quickly. Like
You're gonna tell
he
me
needs to
that
be
I don't
involved
believe
already.
I don't know if I believe it. I don't know. It's weird, right?
You don't
Like,
believe that they found him that easily, or
I think this guy knew about her. I got a feeling.
eh,
I got a
yeah,
feeling.
yeah. But
I don't
obviously,
know.
like he would know. But you don't think the ants and all them? Do you think they?
No, 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 no. I think the women that we met were very genuine.
Yeah,
I mean, and look, because some of the stuff we're hearing is that now Angelina's relationship with her mom is now really strained because of
reaching out.
reaching out, right? So that leads me to feel like, was there like, don't reach out type thing from the mom? No, listen, I don't know any history. So like, every mother and parent, everyone's got their situation. You have your right to do what you think is best. I'm not here to judge that. It sucks though is that I do feel like she just gets the short end of the stick on so
Yeah,
many things. And frankly, man, it's funny that I didn't even think about what the main point you brought up and probably what we should care about as far as the spectrum of what we do in the show. are these people going to be nice to her this season? Like, are they going to like wise up and just realize that like she's got a real bad like rap and she's got thrown off the show and back on the show? She's always the joke, like, and she goes with it. Apparently, the fiance is kind of might be allegedly a bad dude. They fight. You could go on Twitter and Instagram and see them fight with each other and domestic violence allegations. And I mean, this poor girl just can't catch a break. So will Mike mind his own business?
No, definitely not. But yeah, I would say the leaders in the clubhouse of people that really piss me off when it comes to Angelina are Mike, Jenny,
Jenny.
and
It's Jenny number one for
yeah,
me.
And I mean, Snooki, it's annoying. Like they just don't take accountability for anything that happens in the fight. Like they always like think it's her fault. And again, I know Vinny jokes on her, but honestly, I don't think Vinny's that. He's mean to her, but he like I don't get that vibe that he's being like he's joking around. I
I
don't.
think her and Vinny have had plenty of like off camera conversations where he has made it known to her that like, hey, like I'm gonna keep the shtick up. Like it's
Yeah, I don't
funny.
think. Yeah,
I
I don't
think
get the
she's
vibe.
fine with the shtick. Listen, you talk about Jenny and like Snooki, like they jerked her off at her wedding. Like they
Yeah, I
did.
know,
Like
and they take offense to it. They're just
and
yeah.
like I'm sorry, but like you've done crap like that to her. Like I wouldn't f
Mhm.
with you either. And it's weird because they act like she did those things to them.
Yeah,
That's how it's
100%. I mean,
it's gaslighting in a lot of ways. It sucks. And frankly, again, we like these people. We love the show, but we call for what it is. They're not fair to her.
no, definitely not.
They're not fair to her.
The one-way street a lot of the time, I think, with the situations that they're put in.
Like, look, I mean, Ron's a great example of it too. Ron's been an a-hole, but Ron was just isn't any worse than Mike had been, really, right? Is it? And Mike got, I think, frankly, brought in easier than they treat. Actually, Ron killed somebody.
I know. I guess we don't really know what was happening off screen, but I mean,
And I want to know. I want to know.
I think they were worried about their image being tainted, but I don't know. I think people. I wouldn't taint if Ron was doing dumb stuff, but I'm not gonna be like, well,
Of
the
course,
whole
he was doing
cast
dumb
sucks.
stuff.
But
I said, of course, he was doing dumb.
yeah, but I'm not gonna. Oh well, that means that Vinny's doing dumb stuff. Like I can't.
Well,
I don't
don't
know.
get me started on Vinny. Always is like thinks he's like holier than now. I feel like at least he portrays that out there a little bit to me. But again, I'm just very curious to see you now, like what you said, and that's a great point you brought up, frankly, about like where will this cast, what will the
Yeah,
reaction, will they put their arm around her? And I got confidence that they will, but like, will it start with a little bit of meddling?
yeah. I think Mike will honestly, because now he's a dad, and like if he sees this stuff happening, I think like
Mhm.
I have more faith in Mike.
Yeah, I
Maybe
have faith in
in
Mike.
the long run, being like, all right, like maybe I don't need to be as big.
Paul, he'll be good. He's always
And
nice
Paul,
to
I'm not worried
her.
about any. I'm not really worried about any.
Vinny's always good to her. I
Yeah,
feel like at least. I mean, Vinny's kind of been at times. We've said, and there's the reviews where we think he's been jerks to her in certain situations, right? But like overall, I think he cares enough about her where he
yeah.
wouldn't go after her when something bad's
He's not
happening, right?
trying to
Like
get him. Yeah,
they
yeah.
were calling her, like right, like he was
No, I
calling
know,
her,
I know.
checking in.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that is
It's all staged from the show. Like, yeah, you got to
yeah,
call her. By
how
the
much
way,
that Sally telling him to do it.
Sally Ann, our girl. Yeah, I love Sally Ann.
I will say, Vinny said one thing that I'm not gonna lie, I can resonate with. He says the Hamptons are overrated, and I have to.
We've said that for Hamptons equal overrated. Hashtag Hamptons overrated are
Yeah, I mean, I used to
overrated
go up there a lot when with in a previous life, and
in a previous life.
he everything he was saying was honestly just like spot on. It's like, and then we were watching that other show, like
Yeah, yep.
oh,
I'm
and
like
it's just
three
like
in now. Yeah, so I'm
you
cruising
can't make it
into
up.
it.
And I'm really glad that I mean I don't agree with him to saying that Jersey Shore is that amazing either. Like they're obviously like you can't say that well that one's like way better. But I appreciated the because I've been there and I get it.
I'm you know me. I'm totally on the. I'm a Hampton hater too, so it's all good.
I'm not a
But yeah,
hater. I
like
just think it's not as
I'm a
great.
hater.
Yeah, it's not as great as people make it out to be. It's far
No, it's
away.
overrated. It's overrated.
It's like
It's fine.
$25 for a tuna fish sandwich. Like get out of here with that.
Listen, I mean, everywhere is like overpriced now too. But frankly, like I want to go to different beaches. I want to go where everyone knows like what we're getting into. We're all in the
I want to
same
go where
club.
it's hot. And I don't
Duh.
think the Hamptons get that hot. Like it's not like blistering heat like going down south.
Give me the tan. Send
Yeah.
me to an island.
Mhm.
Yeah, so overall, dude, I think it's an interesting start to the season. It's a sad story that because again, frankly, we all kind of know where this is heading.
Mhm.
I'm curious to see how far it goes through into the season. Do we continue with this in episode 2? Is it like still like a main through line, or do they quickly move on? Like, when do we get Rod?
I'm gonna say mid to late.
That is if
Remember, these okay,
talk about a Jersey Shore edit.
mid to late first break because
Well,
this
which is like what, like
probably
eight
episode. Yeah,
episodes.
well, I think it's like 13, dude. These seasons are like 27
So you're
episodes.
saying we might not get him till like eight-ish.
Episode 8, yeah. But I mean, if we get him for the back 19, I mean, I can't be mad at that.
Let me go episode. That was one, two,
I mean, I think we'll see him,
four.
but I think the first interaction of everybody
Episode five. Episode five.
that would be. I mean, we got Sammy episode 2 last season, so
That's what I'm saying. I mean, just
yeah,
get to it. Like, I mean, they beat the hell out of us with
yeah.
the
I'm
marking.
excited. I mean, it looks like they go back to the OG house, which I'm
That's
hoping
dude, I can't
he
wait for
has
that.
to be
No,
there.
they are, and they're going to Atlantic City because
Yeah,
the Jersey Shore Day was made a day in Atlantic City. So like that's for sure. Like we're gonna see some cool stuff.
yeah, that's cool. I like that. I just that's what I love about the show, man. Is just the nostalgia. Bring
Oh, the
any
nostalgia
nostalgia
bomb.
they're gonna do. Bring the duck phone back. Bring the shore shop owner dude back and yelling at them. I want them to work a day. Honestly, I want them to put to work for the weekend. That's a dream, but I know that's not gonna happen.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it. And so check out the playlist we have. We did the reviews of I think definitely all of last season, maybe the season before, maybe on this as well.
Yeah,
Close to
we were kind of in and out on the other one just because I think just stuff starts popping up on Thursdays and it just kind of gets. You just
um
can't. We've been reviewing. Everybody knows what happened on the show. You don't even need to watch the episode. You know what's gonna happen.
we have plenty of things that are going on now. Vanderpump Rules, Farmer Wants a Wife, season 2. We have Love is Blind, season 6 on Valentine's Day night. So probably what the first 3 to 4 episodes. So
Mm.
we'll try to power those out for you guys. Check out everything else. We just finished The Trust. That was a Netflix show as well. Our TikTok, we do a lot of 60-second reviews. We do clips, news. So follow us on there as well. Social medias, Instagram, Twitter as well. If you can follow us everywhere, really appreciate it. But for myself, Brian, everyone here at The Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. See you.